Monday, July 8th, 2024, and it's time for a reality check. Good morning. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Lizabeth, and I have been living in the light, documenting my weight loss journey. I lost 160 pounds over the course of time from June of 2022 until September of 2023. And now I'm on a journey to live a healthy life. And I have been sharing, I've kind of stopped sharing a lot of things lately. I'm really just trying to find my groove. And so I thought I would come on and share with you all a little change that I'm making, some things that I'm trying to do a little differently to try to maintain my weight loss. Before I get started, I did want to address something that somebody commented on a Facebook post yesterday and said something to me about remembering that I'm a leader and people are following me, and I need to be careful of what I say. And I will, as I always say, this is my journey. This is Lizabeth's journey. This is what I am doing to live a healthier life. This is what I have researched for myself. This is what I have talked to my doctor about that fits my blood work, that works for the way my body works. It is not, I am not a doctor. I am not a nutritionist. I am in no means a medical professional or a weight loss expert or anything. This is just me sharing what works for me. We are all adults here. You have the access to all of this information just as I do. You can do your research online. You can talk to your doctor. You can look to see and find what will work for you. So please do not see my journey as me saying this is what everybody needs to do in order to maintain weight loss. I am just sharing with you as part of my accountability, my personal accountability is to create videos that explain what I'm doing for me, for Lizabeth, to maintain my my weight loss. It was a lot of work and I don't want to go back. Another thing that I want to say before we jump in is that, as I said at the very beginning of my journey, I'm doing this for me and I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing this to please me, to affect my body and not to make anybody else happy. I am not coming here asking anybody for their recommendations or to know what they think I should be doing, or to hear people telling me that I'm doing the wrong thing and I need to be doing something else. I'm not asking for that, so please don't offer those types of recommendations. If I want recommendations, I will ask for them, but truly I do this just for myself. To seek more information for me. So that's one thing that I always want to make clear, make sure that people understand this is for me. I'm sharing it with you just as a way of me being accountable. You can choose to like it or not. Speaking of liking, if you could give this video a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. It's been a while since I've made a video. So getting those likes, those thumbs ups, make comments, let me know in the comments box down below that you're cheering me on and that you want to encourage me on my journey. I would appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I do plan to do recipes. I probably will share some of the workouts that I'm going to start doing, and some more, of course, food ideas, recipe ideas as I go along this continued journey of healthy living. So why the change? What is changing? I was on the Optavia program, the weight loss portion of the program, for 67 weeks. That is a very long time, but I lost a lot of weight in that time. I've always been a food person. I love to eat. I love good food. I'm not a junk food person. I haven't had fast food in over 2 years, and I honestly don't miss fast food at all. That's just not the thing that I gravitate to. I really love fruits and vegetables. I love to cook. I love to cook healthy things. And so the problem or the issue that I had with Optavia was the fact that the foods were processed. So They served their purpose. They helped me to lose 160 pounds. But beyond that, I really needed to get off of the processed foods. I don't think that for the long term, eating foods that are processed is something that is necessarily good for you in the long term. So my choice is to move away from those processed foods. Now, I know there are a lot of people who do the Optavia program who continue to use the fuelings afterwards. They like to do 3 meals and 3 snacks that way, and that's totally fine. If that's you, you keep doing that. My choice is to not eat processed foods, to eat actual whole food, clean food ingredients. And so that's what I am working towards doing. I also realized when I got into the MATE, so I followed the transition program, so that was an additional 6 weeks. So 67 plus 6 is 73. So 73 weeks on those, that's, basically a year and a half, very close to it. And in that amount of time, once I moved off of that, and my body was very used to eating 6 times a day, every 2 to 3 hours, I found that I realized this even as I was on the program, that I was constantly thinking about food and what I was going to eat next, what I was going to eat all day. If I had to leave the house, I had to make sure that I had everything meticulously planned and I brought things with me. And if I went with other people, I was very restricted in, oh no, I have to eat only this right now, or everybody else was doing something, but I had to stop and I had to eat before I could do something else. It just was constantly thinking about food and my next meal. And for me, personally, that is not good. As a person who deals with food addiction, who struggles with control when it comes to food, to constantly be eating, only allowed that. I heard the term food noise the other day, and I thought that's exactly what that is. It is food constantly making noise in the back of my brain, and I need to find a way to turn that off. In the whole process of maintenance, I have talked to a functional medicine practitioner, and she has encouraged me to go to eating 3 meals a day as opposed to 6. And that is just good for me, for my mental health. I'm eating 3 regular meals a day. Occasionally I have a snack. But I really try not to do a lot of that, because it really does, the more I eat, the more often I eat, the more I'm thinking about food, and I really need to get away from that. It also is allowing my body to focus on other functions besides digestion. So if I'm eating every 2 hours, that's a lot of what my body, the energy in my body is focused on, is digesting the food that I'm eating. Instead, it needs to focus on healing. So a lot of you know I had brachioplasty. I'm healing. My bat wings are gone, which is really exciting. But the healing processes and other things that my body needs to focus on, it really needs to change. And if I am constantly eating, then I'm constantly digesting. So we are making some of those, or I am making some of those changes for me personally, for both my physical health and also for my mental health. And I think that we sometimes forget that your mental health is a part of this process as well. One thing that I have noticed is that when you figure out, or when I figured out my total energy expenditure, that's the amount of calories that I should be able to eat in order to maintain my weight, was, it depended on what calculator I used, it was anywhere from 1,500 to 1,800 calories. And that sounds normal for a lot of people, and you look at that and you go, oh, okay, yeah, 1,500 calories, 1,800 calories, that's probably pretty good. But I cannot, right now, I cannot eat more than 1,200 calories and not gain weight. So I am, anywhere from 300 to 600 calories below my total energy expenditure in order to maintain my weight. 1,200 calories is not a whole lot. And I personally cannot live that way. I can't live the rest of my life only eating 1,200 calories and constantly be worried about gaining weight. The problem is my metabolism, and trying to find a way to fix my metabolism. I am not an exerciser. I have a recumbent bike. I ride that most days a week. But as far as when it comes to like resistance and all that stuff, I have no idea what I'm doing. And yes, I know, please don't send me things. Don't send me things. I know that there are things I can go online and I can get exercises, but what I need, just like the way Optavia worked for me, is they came and they said, this is what you need to do. I need somebody, and I found it, so don't tell me. I need somebody to tell me, this is how we can get you to build some muscle. This is how we can help your metabolism. And so I found a program. The program is called V-Shred, and I have gone through many conversations with them, not in person, but via the internet, actual conversations with actual people, through Zoom meetings, talking about what is happening with me and what we can do to increase my metabolism and provide a diet that will give me enough calories, and also some exercises that are going to help me to increase my muscle mass so that I can get back to eating regularly. So I'm committing to a 6-month program right now with them, and I do plan on sharing with you the process as I go through that. So be looking forward to that. My actual start date is next Monday. So I'm using this week kind of as prep, as looking through the meal plans, looking through the exercise plans, trying some of those things out, making some plans for myself, because you all know I'm a real planner. But I wanted to share with you what I'm doing, what I'm looking forward to doing. And I have gained some weight in maintenance, despite the fact that I am trying to stay below 1,200 calories a day. But I live my life, and I do make choices to have some things sometimes that are not necessarily the healthiest choices, but I make those choices myself and I stand by them. And I have put on some weight, but I am not going to allow myself to go back to where I was, and I need to drop probably a 10. I wouldn't mind losing 20. When I got to my goal weight, it was still above really where I wanted to be. So we'll see if I can drop some weight and build some muscle and increase my metabolism. So stay tuned to hear more about that. I'm really glad that you joined me today. I've missed talking to people and making videos, so I'm looking forward to getting back at it and sharing more with you. If you want to reach out to me, you can leave me comments in the comments box down below. And until I see you next time, please live in the light.